think I'm going to play the definitive Xbox racing game, and that was the definitive Xbox racing game before Forza came along. And Project Gotham Racing 2 is the game, the sequel to Project Gotham Racing, obviously, which was a spiritual sequel to Metropolis Street Racer on the Sega Dreamcast, which is one of my favourite games on the Dreamcast. Really good game. Don't think I've ever played the actual full game of this, as far as I can remember. I may have done though. Definitely played the first game a bit. But yeah, the first game was a solid racing game, but then when this came out, as you can see, 10 out of 10, best racing game ever. Somebody paid £1.98 for this at some point. Looks like, is that a Zonda on the back, or is that a... I don't know what that is. Is it a Koenigsegg? No, yeah, it must be a Zonda. Zonda, Ariel Atom, Porsche, GT, all sorts of shit on the back, so that's nice. So like Metropolis Street Racer, if you ever played that, you enter your what you want on your number plate. So we're going to go single player now. Kudos World Series. We're going to go for the compact series Street Race. I never like the one-on-ones. So out of these cars, I'd go for the Seat Leon Cupra, because both the other cars are absolute women's cars. Jumping in here, not expecting these to be the fastest cars in the game. Obviously, going to be right at the bottom. Hot hatchbacks, bare minimum for racing. I'm guessing this game has got radios that you can change through. Options, radio, CD, yep, so you got the different yeah, so you got all the radio stations, etc. to choose from. No racing line on this game. As you can see though, I suggested racing line, should I say. Smooth graphics, it's just Xbox through and through this game. Smooth, solid graphics. Really is an excellent system. And if it had been around a bit longer and had a bit more support, then who knows what, you know. I think this system was capable of chucking games out that would have equalled, if not outdone graphically the early Xbox 360 titles. I mean, if you look back at games like Perfect Dark, Zero, now it looks fucking pretty crap. This game looked great. Nice engine sounds. I'm not sure what happened to my radio, so we'll have a look at what happened to that. I don't know what. I assumed it was called No Work Radio. Does that just mean that the radio doesn't work? There's no music coming from it on that station. So if you don't know, these series of games, I'll include Metropolis Street Racer in there, are all about kudos, which you get, as you can see on screen, for sliding around corners. I'm guessing this game as well, it gives you kudos for getting clean sections, not hitting the barriers, all that stuff. And in you know, well, the easiest way to play the game is to play it in the easiest mode and then just slide around every single corner, which is pretty much what you can see I just did there. crashed. Fuck's sake. So there's a reason to eject the disc and give it a bit of a wipe. Goddamn old school gaming. It is quite a scratch, the disc. Not light ones all over, but like the odd heavy-ish scratch here to there. Gives us a chance to go on arcade mode now and see if you can get faster cars unlocked at the start of the game. Sound's actually a bit fucked up now. I don't know whether that's the because of the disc. That is probably the reason why there was no sound coming from that radio station, because it couldn't access the disc. Which is a bit of a blow, bit of a bummer, bit of a Freddie Mercury. Right, so the sound is still bitty. Not sure whether that's a capture issue. Start a race up, arcade racing, and see if that fixes it. Strange that the console crashed though. Well, the disc fucked up. Right, so so it's just chucking a Chevrolet Camaro at us and telling us that's what we've got to race with, so see if we get any sound. Welcome to Hong Kong. And we've got no sound, so what we'll do is stop the capture, restart it again. Why does shit just have to start playing up now? There we go, we got sound now. So first the Xbox giving us some shit, and then the capture card. Well, yeah, well, external USB capture device giving us some shit. So we've got music. This car's quite a bit faster than the hatchback that we were just driving the Seat Leon, as you'd expect from a big, muscly American car. It's also a bit more tail happy, which tells me there is actually handling differences between the cars. Obviously, it's being a big rear wheel drive, powerful motor. Well, the Cooper R being a powerful front wheel drive car, but front wheel drive and rear wheel drive handle completely differently. And if you're going to try and tell me otherwise, I'll just tell you that I actually have two rear wheel drive cars, so I probably know a bit more than you do about it. So, yeah. So a bit harder to handle this car. Kind of having to work hard now to catch up this car in front. Played all the other games in the series. I've played the first game, I've played the third game, played the fourth game, so know quite a bit about the series really, and obviously played Metropolis Street Racer on the Dreamcast. Played Project Gotham 3 online on the Xbox 360 when the Xbox 360 first came out. Excellent game online. Had lots of fun ramming people off the road and winning every race until they disabled collision protection. Spoil sports. So yeah, there's definitely issues with the disc, so I'm gonna have to stop the video, but it's just what you expect. It's an excellent game. Hopefully I'll have another copy of this game somewhere, but fingers crossed, because I don't think I do. But definitely a must-have title if you're collecting for Xbox and you like racing games.